passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. He'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Peace. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. Got room to work. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can... with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll try the right side. Bust through behind his pad. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house.
to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a... He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Sproles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Firing to the right, complete.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for room, it's Pringle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Montgomery. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
On the option, he'll toss it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
With the catch, it's Peace. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds the tight end. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Noles will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Peace. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Run the gun. The running back has it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Wheels it in down the left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And what a... play for the offense, not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Working the big fella to the corner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, the defense defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're
turning it on. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it up at 33.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Sharp. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time on target. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it. because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sharp. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Peace. Gets it out fast. Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown Gators! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to...
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To the air on first down. Got a little space. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get it.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally, so give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in while on a tight rope.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, no! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have in your life. You talk about a pick 6, all you returned it, made people miss. Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board for this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 20 over FIU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Peace. There he goes. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's
breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking to throw, it's Berry. Trying to barrel in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked marked at the 12.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they go back on top. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. Turning it on!
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And some room to work. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Trying to run, it's Murray. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To give to the big fullback. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Peace. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The returner will field it and bring it back. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Peace. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They love to strike first for the touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Now on the option. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead here in overtime.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. With the catch, it's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. Thanks so much.